G'day all. Oh, well, we're looking good. We are looking good. All right, just waiting for few more of you to get in here. I just wanted to talk to you about the 9,000 level, but we just blast through it. So, if you've been listening to my podcast or any of my socials, or if you're in the Trader Cobb community, or just if you're attached in anything that I do whatsoever, you'll know I've been speaking about what we're seeing right now. Okay, for quite a while too. It's not been something that I've just jumped on the bandwagon about. I have been talking about how quiet things have been lately, a lot. So before I go into too much detail there, I'll wait for a few more people to get into here, and I shall take you through it. Now, for those of you who are not aware, we have been running at Trader Cobb a discount of 40% off our courses and 50% off the live trading floor. We've been running this for a good, I think, 5 or 6 weeks now. The reason we did this was for COVID. A lot of people at home wanting to find other sources of education, learn to trade. It's the perfect time, as much of what we're doing is at home nowadays, and we've done it for that reason. Now, with the restrictions rising, so too will the discount be leaving, and the reason is that, well, it's we can't afford to do it forever. And things are starting to ease a little bit, especially here in Australia, in different parts of the world as well, thankfully. And we'll be taking that away. You've got one more week. So if you've been sitting back on the fence going, oh, should I trade, should I not? If you want to take advantage of this discount window, then you've got one more week to do it. Now you know. Okay, so what have we here? What was I talking about? Okay, so as I say, anyone who's been listening to my podcast, following my socials, in my community, attached to me in any way, will know that I've been talking about this move for a little while. We have seen very little volatility for quite some time. Look at this, 0.19, 0.45, 2% here, then 1%, and then down 0.4. It's kind of been pretty slow, pretty quiet. But here's what I want to point out to you. All right, look at the resistance that have been above for many of these tokens or projects or whatever you want to call them. And I did bring this up as well. And this is why you got to stay switched on. You got to stay tuned in. So subscribe and hit the notifications right here. And these are FTX pairs, by the way. If you haven't got an FTX account, click the link in the description as well. The link for the discounts for the trading courses will also be there. And you'll get 10% discount off your FTX trading fees. It also does help me and the business as well, because we do get a clip of the other side, the FTX side. So it does help us, and we can do more free content. So if you look through here, resistance was running. It did hold above. Look at Ethereum. It went a little bit earlier. Look, this old resistance. Bang, 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 bang. And we built up into there. Nice uptrend here, by the way, too, with Ethereum. It's been doing very well. XRP, look at this resistance. Bang, 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 bang. There was a lot of resistance running through there. Bitcoin Cash, well, it kind of broke up through that just yesterday. There was a little bit down here, and I'm going to go into more detail in just a moment as to how I'm trading all of this. Go again, BSV. Well, the BSV is pretty ugly. It's sort of in its own league. Litecoin has now popped, but there wasn't any major resistance there. EOS did have major resistance, and you might have actually taken that as a Bitcoin breakout trade. I'm not sure. Up to you. I'm not in your living room. Binance didn't really have any resistance there, but certainly offered some good breakout trades, which I'll show you shortly. Cardano was the first to really lead out of the blocks with a very strong break, and has not looked back since. And let's hope that we can get on Bitcoin and across the rest of the market, a run like this. Because why? Well, let's have a look at from the beginning of that higher low to where we are. That's a darn good move. You little ripper. Crypto is back, baby. Are you trading? I don't know. If you're not, shame on you. Ethereum Classic kicked as well. Not as much resistance in there. Tron, there was a little bit of resistance back here, but nothing sort of too major. And there's our top 10. So I was talking about that resistance, a breakthrough that might end up being some really, really strong moves. We've seen that occur. There is now no resistance in the way. Well, there'll be resistance further up, but for the time being, we're looking good. We are running hard. We're seeing some phenomenal follow through here. Bitcoin really taking the cake yesterday with a 13.4% close up. Check this out as well. If I come down here to my Binance pairs, look at the Bitcoin dominance of yesterday. Check that out. That's a 2% Bitcoin dominance chart increase. That is very, very large. Look at the size of the candles that you're seeing on this. Now, this is an ugly looking chart, not one that I'm looking to trade, obviously. It's a Bitcoin dominance chart. I don't actually think you can trade this. But look, a big shout there from Bitcoin saying, hey, baby, I'm back. I'm back in control. The war is now over, and it's time for the gravy train to kick on. That's what I'm hoping it's saying anyway. And look across these perpetual contracts, which is where I trade. Look at the size of these moves, and we're only a couple of hours into the trading day. This is trading against the perpetual contract. Now, for me, that's a killer. Why? Because you've got the US dollar, basically, which is stable. All right? Well, relatively stable, right? And you've also got your cryptos, which are obviously very, very volatile. Much prefer to be trading in these types of conditions. Why? Well, it just means I can squeeze a bit more out of the lemon. So how have I been trading? Well, for me to show you how I have been trading, I've got to go into this list and show you where's Tezos down here. Because many of you will be aware of this if you've been following me on YouTube. Because I've been doing FTX videos for a little while now, pointing out the scans, the watch list, that sort of thing. Now, this trade started as a cradle down here. Little entry candle here. Boom. Very, very good move. Crypto cradle strategy, checklist-based system. But it also gave the opportunity back here. Check this out. And I was actually spewing. I was dead set just off it. Because look, I saw a Bitcoin breakout coming into here as well. And I was waiting. I was hoping to see exactly what it gave me. Because my stop started down here. But with the Bitcoin breakout, it could have been there, right? There have been a lot of really good breakouts of late and good cradles. This was the first one. Test 1, test 2, test 3. I could have had twice the size position with a tighter stop loss. Breakouts on pullbacks have been working phenomenally well. Now look at the daily. Check this out. A little cradle. Again, the breakout is a checklist system that I use and trade. Okay. The cradle is a checklist system that I trade, and the Fibonacci booster is also a Fibonacci system that I trade as well. All three are working really well. Not so much the booster at the moment. I think that's going to come into its own maybe today, maybe tomorrow. As we see the higher time frames like the daily really running on, I really believe that we're going to see some absolute crackers in there on the booster. But entry here, 1-to-1 was achieved within 2 days. My stop is now to here. I've got tons of profit in there. Pretty stoked with that right now. Now, just to follow that up with another breakout, because there's been a heap of them. Here's another one that I got. Let me jump back. Here it is. I took this on the 8 hour. Now, have a look here. Now, there was a beesdick break there. I actually got long on this candle. As we see the resistance setting in here with the higher lows, follow the rules, follow my essentials, tick them off. I got long. I had my stop in the right place. That's why I was doing this. I mean, that's an 8 hour chart. Each of these candles represents 8 hours. So it consolidated sideways for a bloody long time, right? As it continued to consolidate sideways, that is hard to say, I stayed in the trade. And it wasn't until yesterday that we really saw it move. Now, look at it. You! Killing it. Stoked. Who got it? Okay, who got it? Who got it? You can leave your questions and notes in the chat box. Let me know. I know a bunch of you did get it, especially those of you who are in the community and you've done my courses. But what else is out there? What else is out there? Where's EOS? There we go. For those, look, the 8 hour wasn't quite so good, but if you look at this on sort of the daily, and I didn't take this, okay? I was at the time of break. Oh, that line's not moved. There we go. At the time of break, I had not had Binance hit 1-to-1 yet. So I still had some risk there. Good on you, Christian. Well done, mate. Good work, Clint. I still had some risk there, right? So, look, I've got a rule in my trading plan where I can take 2% of correlated risk open at any one time, which can be a plethora of different options. I could have 2 full trades on with 1% risk each. I can have 1 trade with 2% risk, which Very unlikely for me. Or I can have a couple of trades with 0.5% risk. You know, you break that 2% whole into one, okay, into whatever you want it to be, but across many trades if you wish to. Now, yesterday, because Binance hadn't done what I wanted it to do, I was sort of carefully re-entering. I just wasn't, you know, the market hadn't given me the signs yet. And we'd seen Tezos push higher first, and I had spoke of last week saying, will this lead the market? Then we saw Ethereum lead the market, then Tezos follow through with the biggest push recently. Then we saw XRP, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. These resistance levels are now starting to actually really build up for that pump straight through, giving us some ripper conditions with amazing trends. I'm a trend follower. The 3 strategies are to follow trends up or down, so that's exactly what I need. Pretty pumped with what we got right now because you beauty, she's a ripper. Didn't take this. Great market. But what can I do? I can wait for a pullback. You know, as unlikely as it seems right now, don't forget these markets pull back. They go up hard, they go down hard. Holy crap, we're pushing the 9,200. Ride the horse. Ride the horse. This is good. This is very, very good. So how am I trading this? Because that's what you're here for, right? I'm trading this the same way as I trade all the time. I'm trading it from a set system, a set rule, or set series of rules. Okay, now many of you will have got those rules on the FTX, for the Crypto Cradle on the FTX Education series. If you didn't, open the account. As I said, use the link below, get yourself that account. I'll show you how to use it. It's really simple, and it is the account that I do use. But, you know, the checklists, they work, guys. The first in the checklist is, there it is here. Good trending charts on your trigger chart and the next higher time frame. You know, that's what you want. Now that I've got good trends here, you know, it opens the door for me to really load up. I mean, I'm long Tezos, I'm long Binance. Am I making money? You better believe I am, okay? Having some pretty good times on 2 trades right now that are open and kicking ass, okay? I'll be looking at these lower time frames. I'll be looking for little breakouts. I'll be looking for little boosters. I'll be looking for little cradles. But I know exactly what I'm looking for, okay? I know exactly what I'm looking for because I've been doing it a long time. I've literally got checklists. You know, that's the beauty of doing what I do. If you want to learn to trade, keep it simple. Don't worry about all moving averages crossing over and all this other mumbo jumbo. You know, there's other people out there that are going, oh, it's a great time to short. Sure, if that's what you'd like to do, then absolutely. I've got no problem with you wanting to short. But I know that I've done a lot better being a trend follower. So it's really, really important that you get something that you can stick to. Hodling, yep, you'll be doing well with hodling. Well, I'm hodling and I'm trading. And the trading means I build my Bitcoin stack, my Ethereum stack, and whatever other tokens that I deem to desire to hold. There we go, got it out. Some questions coming through. Check XLM, huge upside potential. It's been running pretty damn well, actually. Stella's been having a good pump against dollar tether and against Bitcoin. It's pulled back heavy against Bitcoin, of course, as Bitcoin's dominance has recaptured the moment. If you have to use Binance, I don't use Binance futures trading. I just don't support it. I think they're rubbish. I'm not going to spend the time it takes to learn it just for the time being. I'm doing extraordinarily well trading perpetual this year, and I just don't like to support businesses that aren't very good. Binance Spot's fantastic. Binance Margin, it's not built for professionals. The more money you've got in there, the harder it is to get the leverage that you desire. I think the position, unless they've changed, I think the position's up to 1 Bitcoin. I don't want to just trade positions to 1 Bitcoin. I want to trade the position sizes that I want. I don't want the exchange to dictate to me what it is. Another question based, yeah, the one-to-one's fantastic, Jacob. Scaling out, just you're damn right, mate. It's about having that ease of pressure. Once you've hit your one-to-one, you've got your first target, you've got no risk on the table. It just makes things a lot easier to let these runners run. Really important there. Is the 2% rule part of today's course material? Look, I'll cover a bit of it. It's not the same amount of detail as what I do in the actual course that I've got online. But yes, it will be. We'll be looking at risk management, mindset, how to keep yourself in a winning streak, and how to get yourself back into that winning streak. There's a lot of things when it comes to trading, guys. I'll tell you the most important things. 1, structure. 2, You've got to have, you've got to have discipline, and that's why I've got checklists. Because if you've met me and had a beer with me, you'll know that I'm a bit of a loose cannon at times. I can't trade like that. I've got to be very, very switched on. So discipline, structure, and I think checklists. I've got a checklist for everything. I've got a rule for everything, and that's because I don't want to think. I don't get paid to think. I get paid to act. And once you've got everything carved out in such a way that you don't need to think, you literally look at your checklist and you go, okay, I'm answering question 1. Tick that. Question 2. You're not trying to look at all the 8 essential factors together at once. You're looking at them one at a time. It's very, very simple stuff, guys. It's very, very powerful stuff. And I will tell you right now, again, that we have that 40% discount available. If you are sitting on the fence and you're considering it, do it now, because if you don't do it now, you probably never will, and that's okay by me. But things are going to be changing in the future. Keep your eyes on the prize. You've got till Thursday. If you are trading this market and you don't know what you're doing, I hope you're doing well. I hope you keep your money, and I hope you invest into yourself and your education. If you're not trading this market and you're considering it, I hope you make the right decision. Have a look across my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on, because now I'm doing scans on Tuesdays. I'm doing little watch list videos as well. This is all sponsored by FTX. And I'm obviously doing these lives when I see fit. Now, I came in to talk to you about, as we push through 9,000, well, we got here and we already hit 9,000. So let's just do this 1 second before I go. This is recorded as well, so you can always come back and watch it if you missed the start. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it's not bang on, but if I get a pull back into there, a little cradle off of 9,000, it's going to be pretty hard to say no to that. I'll keep an eye on how it's going. Have a great day, guys. It's raining here in Sydney, but who cares? I can't go outside anyway. Take care. Watch us from the beginning. Get across to tradercobb.com/join. It's in the description. Open that up. Open your FTX account and get out there, guys. But be careful and manage your risk, please. Just because things are good doesn't mean you can't still stuff this up, myself included. Structure, discipline, and go get it. Have a great day. I hope this was beneficial, guys. Take it easy. Bye for now.